Folks, got another unboxing video. This should be a Jackson JS22. These are made in China. It's, you know, completely low end Jackson. I've got some relatives coming. I don't want them playing my good guitar, so they've got this selection of cheap guitars in here. Include this one. Now, why is that? Not that I don't completely trust them, but I don't completely trust them. Now my concern is this is concrete floor in here in my office, which I have to keep locked up for reasons I won't discuss here, but I don't really want them in there, so that is carpeted, and if they were allowed in there, then, you know, I wouldn't feel so bad about them dropping a guitar on the concrete, right? So we have cheaper guitars out here for them. So what's out here? Harley Benton Explorer. We've got, you know, I took the EMGs out of it. I'll eventually put them back in there. But yeah, Harley Benton Explorer. We've got some First Act, piece of garbage. There's a nice, actually, Jackson neck through soloist that I got a really good deal on. So if something happened to it, I'd be okay. Crappy stadium acoustic. We've got this brand new Fesley Les Paul, which, you know, from 10 feet away looks pretty nice. Then we got an Ibanez 7-string Geo, cheap guitar. And, you know, it'd be nice if I had my box cutter down here, right? So I decided, you know, having relatives visit, I would set up a guitar room for them, music room, whatever, and eventually we'll also add, this will probably be my new recording room, even though the walls aren't the best for that, but I've got a pretty cool Behringer mixer coming in, and then so what this is going to be is kind of like eventually a control station room, I guess you'd call it. We'll do some guitar recording in here, but the main thing that's going to happen in here, folks, is going to be the recording. So I'm going to have a laptop in here, or desktop computer, and then what else? Ability to record in the other room, which is going to be, you know, it's actually the weight room. So we've got a weightlifting channel, in case you guys didn't know. Make sure you subscribe to that. What else, folks? Lifting. We do a lot of live streams of nature, and just a bunch of crap we do, folks. But this room, you know, with the, we'll have a bunch of different mics set up for the gym, for the mic in the guitar cabinets, mic in the room, mic in my face, mic, but that will help us, I think, to have a squared away room. So what's in here, folks, that I can't see? We got a Jackson free online lessons. Hell, I can use that, no doubt. Allen wrench at the bottom. Yeah, not a whole lot else. So that was nice of Jackson to double box this. I'm hoping no damage to it, because, man, I hate sending guitars back. I will say, one time I did get I forgot what it was, a Jackson RR3 that had insured it, got my money back, and then the guy's like, "Oh, you're gonna send the guitar back to me?" And I'm like, "I'm the one that paid for the insurance, you didn't." Somehow we negotiated something there, but that brings up a question of whether, you know, he should have got anything out of it, like, because realistically I got a damaged guitar that was still playable, but they pretty much reimbursed the whole dollar amount for it, which was freaking nice of them. all the same, I was able to sell that eventually on eBay for parts. It had Seymour Duncan pickups in it. This is like 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, Seymour Duncan pickups. The neck was broken, but the body was still worth something. It was an RR3 with Seymour Duncans. Able to sell the Jackson tremolo. Able to sell a lot. So getting back to this thing, because this is really what you guys are here for. This is obviously a low-end Jackson. Funny, so you see the Fesley Americana baby all over that thing, right? That guitar, get this out of the way. We're gonna sit down so we can talk about this. That guitar says made in PRC, right? So People's Republic of China. This one probably will, well, does it even say made in China? Okay, right on here. Crafted in China. So this is, like I said, the low end Jackson JS22. Paint is freaking perfect, it looks like, folks. I didn't realize this was going to have neck binding. So there's a J11, maybe a J12, J32, J42. I hate when the screws pop up like this instead of being flat, flush. That kind of sucks. But it doesn't honestly look like anybody's opened this, so that's good. This has, you know, the ability to just do a whammy dive but not go back the other way. 3-way selector, 1 volume, 1 tone. I'll do some other videos after I set this up. Looks like a high action, folks. So that kind of sucks. So we might have to do some truss rod adjustment. I don't think it's anywhere near ready to play at the moment, but just looking at it, it looks pretty sharp. So we get this tuned up, and to be honest with you, if it's, you know, good Jackson neck, eventually I might put an EMG 81 in here. We won't do the neck pickup. Probably get rid of this bar. I doubt I'll even use this, but all right, what else do you guys need to know about this? So you can change out the strings on this without taking the tremolo cover off. Like I said, it's crafted in China. Even the serial number starts with like a CH or CW. It's either CH, yeah, CW. Neck, very thin, compound radius. It's at least, I think these are usually a 3-piece neck. I don't even know at the moment. I can only see the 2-piece part of it. So honestly, not even sure this was even used. You see, the price they were originally trying to sell at $175. I got this, folks, $123, and I think that's with tax. And sadly, I got an offer to buy a different one for $99. That sucked to miss out on that. But would it have been in this good shape? This thing's brand freaking new. I'm gonna leave that hang tag on there because you know what? If I don't really use this, maybe we'll turn around and try and sell it locally, get our money back. Let's see, is this in tune? Nope. Almost. So yeah, this thing is really high. So down here, I don't know how good this is going to be to play. Strings are way too high. Neck feels a little sticky, like whatever it was packed with. So needs a little cleaning, I'd say. See that neck pocket could look a little better, but not as, it doesn't look as good as the Fesley, surprisingly. 24 frets on this thing. See the shark fin inlays. These aren't the real expensive, nice ones like you'd find on my USA made Jacksons. But it's not a bad guitar, folks. Once it's set up properly, I think, you know, maybe I shouldn't have got the Fesley. Really, to be honest with you, my grandson, when he comes over, I'm hoping he'll like one of the three, actually one of the four guitars up here, because he's not going to be allowed to play any more good guitars. But it's this guitar, the Fesley, the Jackson SL2. It's not a pro model, but it's Indonesian made. Seymour Duncan's in that. And then the Harley Benton Explorer, which I'll probably put an EMG back in it, and then eventually this will get an EMG. If I have time, I'll put the EMG in before they get here. So, because to be honest with you, this thing sounds super heavy and it plays good. He'll probably be like, "Yep, I like this guitar, Grandpa." You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, you know, it's all about making the grandkids happy. And so honestly though, $123 plus a $50 EMG. Well, actually they're new $100, but I have so many that I bought back when they were $50. So, you know, we'll just say $173 guitar. It's gonna probably sound pretty good. Thanks for checking out my video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.